views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
The following audio is via a Skype call.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail.
This is Colette Marie Stefan. Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. I'm filling in for Dr. Pat today. It is such an honor to do so. Thank you, Pat. You can stay tuned for the next hour to experience the instant relief of using your intuition to solve life's most challenging problems. Shift happens on my show, The Truth is Funny, which is also on Transformation Talk Radio at 8 o'clock a.m. on Wednesday morning. So I will be back on the radio again on my show next week. Today, on today's show, I have one of my very favorite practitioners that comes on my show on a regular basis, and we love to hear from you. Feel free to call in 1-800-930-2819. We are in the mood to clear some energy. My guest today is Karen Campbell Benton, and she is a certified Body Talk Mindscape practitioner, UN Method Master, an instructor, certified acute care nurse practitioner, and a mother. Karen is the owner of Limitless Living, formerly Intuitive Living, providing private and group sessions and seminars to connect each and every person to their infinite potential. I love working with you, Karen. It's so fun to have you on the show. And how's the weather in New York?
It's absolutely beautiful today. We had a couple of really cloudy, rainy days, which were awesome for, snuggling up under a blanket and reading some awesome books. But today it's bright and sunny, but cool. So you definitely feel that fall entering in, and the days are getting shorter.
And you and I wanted to talk about how we are enough.
Yeah.
And I just love it that Pat asked me to host the show today. Her assistant Linda was saying, "Oh, but it's Canadian Thanksgiving. You probably don't want to do it on that day." And I said, "No, I love to be there, in the morning for people, family gatherings, family holidays. This is a perfect thing. You are enough."
Yeah.
The pressure of making a good meal and having everybody get along, and all the people in the family getting together. It's beautiful, and at the same time, it can be very stressful.
Yeah.
So I just love that this is what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
I'm just going to let you go for it here.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that talking, because one of the more stressful experiences in my life once I got married and started to have kids, and slowly adopted this role that I had not really known whether or not I would engage in it deeply, right? The role of mother and wife, and whether I would continue working full time as a nurse. And I'd gotten my master's. I had every justification as to why I should not stay home with my kids. Yet about a year after my daughter was born, 9/11 happened, and I was really consumed by a lot of fear, after that, and kind of left my job with the sort of the mindset of, well, if we're all going to die, I'm going to spend the last couple of months with my daughter. And I mean, sort of humorously, but sort of not, saying these just feel like my priorities. And for me to turn my back on all of, so-called turn my back on, right? I wasn't really doing that. I was following what my intuition and what my felt sense wanted to engage in, which was just stop the job that I was currently in and running around like a chicken.
Well, and
with
you were an acute trauma nurse.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, the 911 I'm getting was very emotional for you and hit you very hard.
Yeah.
Just being, an emergency nurse, right?
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
was scared. My good friend got married and I was supposed to be in the wedding and I couldn't get on a plane. And she couldn't understand that and I couldn't describe it. I was like, I don't know if it's because I've had a kid and you haven't. It never even occurred to me at that time. Well, maybe because of all of my experiences as a surgical trauma nurse, it had just really, I've gotten to the point where I needed to find different tools to work through this sensation of anxiety that at times was paralyzing me and not allowing me to engage in aspects of life that had previously lit me up, like go to
This
a
is so
wedding.
interesting because when I was pregnant with my oldest daughter, there was the war in Afghanistan, I think, going on. And I was experiencing the same things as you. Like, why did I go and get pregnant and bring a child into a world where, it's going to be a big war? And why did I go and do this? And I was like devastated that I was bringing my baby into a world that was so full of violence and what I'm getting right now, just in this moment. And I just want to explain this to the listeners, is that Karen and I have been working together for probably about 5 years now, and we are in a position of that we shift energy, and so while we're talking, we are shifting energy. And so I just wanted to point that out. And what's coming up as a leading weakness right now is the whole war thing, like babies in the womb when there's war happening, or like traumatic fear events. And so, this is kind of like what's coming up right now. A lot of the fear, and I'm getting a lot of that is coming up from the upcoming election and all of the hype around that. So, this is something that we are all kind of experiencing right now. And so you wanted to talk about how.
Well, even just what you're saying, what comes up is being at war for our survival, as a species, but as a woman, and particularly in the United States with all of this, charge around the Trump and all of these things that are being said and how safe they are and how unsafe they are and what we all feel are important characteristics for a leader is doing nothing but mirroring the fears that are impacting our lives. Those politicians provide this mirror of the charges that are influencing our capacity to gauge in life, right? So, here I am, kind of tying it back to what I was thinking of, which was sort of the cauldron idea, the cooking at the stove. And my friend and I, that was, one of my first connections to energy, where I was describing to him one of my most emotional days, probably 2 or 3 years, even after I left my job, of having a huge family over, right? I'm cooking for 17 people. I have a relentless litany of stories in my head saying, no one ever helps me. I can't believe I'm cooking all of this food. How did I get to this place? I should be, I got a master's. I did, like I was at war within myself. I wanted all these people here so that I could adhere to this preconceived image of what a good wife and mother does. But on the inside, I was screaming every curse word of, oh my God, this is not how I really want to be showing up. I want to be 7 years old where my mom's cooking in the kitchen and I'm chilling out, in the garden. Like, where is that? Like, where are the fairies that I love? So all of this sort of turmoil. And, so here I am, the surgical trauma nurse, where we just focus on the physical. Yet as nurses and as a community of nurses, there is a constant dialogue of the connection we have to the essence of a human that is beyond the physical. And it often allows us to make moves that are very powerful for the survival of our patients and their families, for very powerful changes in the lives of those that we come in contact with. And medicine as a whole does recognize that on some level, not necessarily as deeply as we would all like. But it's interesting that this is now what my entire world is about. I have ultimately left the formal stage of medicine and fully engaged this other aspect, and that word energy is often kind of a trigger for people. And it's funny, I was writing an article and I looked up energy medicine on Wikipedia. Holy moly, you would think that we are doing the devil's work, you know?
Yeah. I know.
So
actually, though, my boss is higher energy than that.
Right.
My boss is I was raised Catholic, so my boss is Christ.
Yes.
And so, but I totally hear you in that, and but it is such a jump, and to think about this, that the underlying reasons why someone is having a physical problem are so rarely actually physical, and they're actually non-physical reasons, emotions that come up. And how many women do harbor this resentment when they're cooking for their families? Yeah. And, I was really getting that way towards the end of when I got divorced. I quit cooking.
Yeah.
And I became a vegetarian, basically. And I like eating like simple food now because I don't cook very often. And it was kind of like I recognized that cooking meals for your family when you're cooking them with resentment is probably not the best food for them to be eating anyway. Yeah. We have to go to a quick break. You're listening to Colette Marie Stefan on the Dr. Pat Show with my guest, Karen Campbell-Betton. And when we return, we will continue to talk about this energy work. And we have a caller on the line that will take your call right away. If anyone else would like to have some energy cleared, 1-800-930-2819. We will be right back to make some shift happen.
Come over here.
Tune in to The Jen Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life, each Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This amazing show is an inspirational hour that will take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jen is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Call in for intuitive readings and visit JenRoyster.com for more information.
Are you sick of feeling overworked with no motivation? Take a break from the daily grind. Life coach Nicole Eisler is here to provide a healing journey of optimism. Passionate and caring, Nicole is no ordinary soul. Her dedication to helping everyone has no limit. Witness the power of positivity. Tune in every first and third Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific for Positivity Party Radio with Nicole Eisler on Transformation Talk Radio. For more information, visit BigDreamAwakening.com.
Would you like to experience life-transforming adventures in personal expansion and world service? If you do, tune in to learn about magical innate abilities that you can develop and use to make your dreams come true. Joy Elaine is author of the Joy Chronicles, and she's inviting you and millions of others to join her in working with galactic masters, angels, and the Ashtar Command, as they assist humanity and planet Earth to achieve their ultimate destination of ascension. For more information about this upcoming event and broadcast, visit joyelaine.com. That's joy, ELAINE.com.
Tune in to The Michael Shane Show, the third Tuesday of each month at 11 a.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com, and connect with the ascended beings to raise your vibration and manifest the life you desire. Get ready to receive healing through the transphysical mediumship of Reverend Michael Shane and the ascended beings. Visit MichaelShane.com. That's MyChael, Shane.com, and call 425-971-6632 to schedule your full healing session now.
Hey everyone, this is Dr. Pat.
I am so thrilled. I've had the honor of working with Leslie Fontaine for the past year or so, and what she has created in her hit program, Sheer Alchemy, transcends what most of us get to listen to or hear in any point in time in our lives. But beyond that, Leslie is working with people all over the world, and she has created something phenomenal based on the feedback and input from the archangels, from the ascended masters, from the light beings, and most importantly, from each and every one of you. So if you want to change your life, if you're ready to step into your own version of sheer alchemy, please give Leslie a call at 678-665-3366. And why? Because this is what you're going to be prepared to do. Be amazed, and on your part, connect with the ascended masters that are there to help you custom make the life that you are meant to live.
'Cause I'm not sleeping. There's something about you, girl, that makes me sweat.
We're back on the Dr. Pat Show. This is Colette Marie Stefan filling in for Pat today with my guest, Karen Campbell-Betton. And Karen, I just would like you to share your contact information before we take we have a caller on the line, I think,
Okay.
here. But we'll get you to share your contact information first.
Yes. So my website is www.karenbetten, KarenBetten.com. And my email is karen@karenbetten.com. It's the best way to get in contact with me. So I look forward to hearing from anyone and everyone who's stirred a cauldron during a Thanksgiving day in their house and thought,
Awesome.
how did I get here?
And Benny, you said we have a caller on the line. Who's our caller?
We do. And real fast, if you'd like to join us, 800-930-2819 is the number for the Transformation Talk Radio Network. 800-930-2819. We'll take Janice, who is calling in from Regina, Canada. Hello, Janice.
Hi there. Hi, Colette and Karen.
Hi. How are you, Janice?
Well, I could be better. I like Karen's quote where she had said, "How did I get here?" That's what I'm feeling today.
Who's driving this ship?
Did you cook, because it's Thanksgiving in Canada today? Did you have your big meal yet?
We did. We had it on Saturday, so that's behind us.
Mm-hmm.
So
what's going on with you? Like, what can we do for you here?
As you know, Colette, my husband has been suffering with chronic back pain for 30 plus years.
Yes.
And he's kind of taken a step back these last few days, and I've brought the wheelchair back into the house and the walker because of his mobility.
Hey, I don't need to ask you on a scale from 0 to 10. This is just, I want anyone listening here to know that we like to get a baseline here, and you're past a 10 here. So just do me a favor here and just take a big, deep breath. You're in safe hands, God's hands. And we're just going to strengthen you to that connection to source energy right now. That's what I'm going to work on. Karen, what would you like to share with Janice?
So the thing that comes up, I keep almost seeing and hearing and palpating is underneath the vibration of your voice is this, what did I do wrong? This, my life is showing up. How did I get here? What did I do wrong? And I want, one, let's just strengthen your entire body, mind, and spirit to the physical and non-physical aspects that are true and not true about that statement. Meaning, when our life is not showing up in a story that aligns with someone else's version of how our life should be, right? That we start to look for someone or something to blame, which expands this story that says we're a victim of this experience in some capacity. And I want to open the capacity that you have to redirect this story, this energy, this blame, this this perhaps disconnect with your capacity to create in your life and redirect you to what you would like to create. And I'm actually going to come out and ask you that, Janice, what would you like to create in your life?
I would like to create peace and harmony.
Okay. So the first thing I want to ask you is, what do you think would create peace and harmony in your life?
Okay, so just breathe.
Yeah.
Just breathe. And I'm picking up some energy also around this. I'm just getting that she's not able to talk right now. So we're just going to allow her to sit in this, and don't worry, we're going to just be very on this. We're going to stay, we'll stick with you until we get you in a better place here.
But keep breathing, like Colette said, just breathing.
Make sure you're
breathing into your bottom part of your pelvis, right?
Yeah.
Because we are creating and opening patterns in your nervous system, in your body, mind, to the innate capacity you have to engage creative energy, to access and align with.
And what's coming,
you desire,
yeah. And what's coming up is there's some energy here, and I know some of the history with your husband. This is like some very old karma coming up that is coming in because he's adopted, and it's coming up from, because I'm testing, is this karma coming from his biological family, or is this karma coming from his adopted family? And it's more in this case coming up from the biological. But there are some weaknesses around the adoptive. And there was a situation with your husband where when he was adopted, that the person who adopted him, the mother who adopted him, had just lost a child to spina bifida. And spina bifida is a problem with the spine. And this is something that was kind of transferred over to your husband. And the need for, it's coming up a karmic space of all or nothing, the need to be right, several other ones. So I'm just working on that there's no need for you to keep paying the price any longer. You also mentioned 30 years, and that is getting you weak. Janice, how old were you when you got married?
I was 19. It's actually 19. Our anniversary today, too.
Okay.
It's your anniversary?
Yeah.
35th. It's our 35th anniversary.
35th.
Okay. All right. So the 30s are weakening you here. So we're just going to strengthen. So 30 years, 35 years of going through this. Okay. So we're just going to strengthen you to this 35 years, and the pain and suffering that you've had to witness is what's coming up. And we're just going to strengthen you to that, witnessing his pain and suffering. And then it's coming up, witnessing the pain and suffering that inflicts upon your whole family. Okay. And there's just a whole lot of energy coming in around that. I'm going to work on that. Karen, what else are you getting here?
Well, the energy of creation, right? The making something out of nothing. The idea that, just creation in general. So we just kind of take that through the core energy running through the center of your body, right from your perineum to the top of your head. And we're just aligning it with creation energy. This idea that unraveling it from a paradigm that supports needing other intellectual or expert opinions, all these different things to access the capacity you have to create in your life, right? So we're kind of bringing you back to maybe even feels like 3 years before you got married, of the outlook that you were able to engage in when you looked at the world around you. And as we align your core energy with this memory and this collection of energies, we create.
I can really feel that energy running right now. Karen, What you brought up is she would have been 16 at that time.
Yeah. And you can feel the power of that running through. And now I get the fascia of your body as we up level or it's just kind of increase the vibrational level that is infusing your body. And can you take a breath, Janice, and see if you can connect? It could be ever so subtle to this different feeling running through your body.
Yeah, I can.
And if you want to increase it even more, bring up some memories of you at 16. What did your body feel like? You know, what taste in your mouth? What are you hearing? And you're accessing this capacity that is still in you and is still there and still a vibrant part of your existence to harmonize the accumulated view of your life that has supported you to see this other projection of your life, right?
And what's coming up with me here is Janice, is your mom still on this side, or has she passed over?
She's passed over.
When did she pass over?
In 2005.
Okay, so that was 11 years ago. And it's coming up that you want your mummy. Like what Karen said, you know, when she was in the kitchen. And she wanted to be the 7-year-old that, you know, got to play outside while her mummy was cooking for her. And this is
you know what, that comes in, I feel that in your pelvis. Just kind of in the right around the uterus, and that uterus is often associated with our creative capacity, right? And that it is deeply aligned with this belief that someone else has the knowledge and the capacity to navigate your life. And we want to disconnect you from that paradigm so that you can start, if you will, fanning the flame of your capacity to make choices that support you. And I mean, these choices can be as simple as chocolate in the beginning, you know, or choices to not cook dinner.
I like chocolate for supper. We have to take a quick break. Janice, if you hold on through the break, Karen and I are going to continue to work on this for you. And when we come back, we will continue and we'll check in and see how you're doing. I am Colette Marie Stefan. You're listening to the Dr. Pat Show. You can connect with me at thetruthisfunny.com on the Truth is Funny Shift Happens radio show. That is on Wednesday mornings, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. You can also connect with me at Tails from the Vector, Tails, from the Vector for energy correcting cards and paintings, and energeticupgrade.com if you're interested in the eApp online program. I'm on social media, Facebook and Twitter at The Truth is Funny with Colette, and we will be right back right after this short break.
Are you ready for a game changer? Sarah Westall is bringing you Business Game Changers Radio. Sarah brings you leading experts, visionaries, and newsmakers who provide the best commentary on big issues and cutting-edge innovations. Sarah's 20 years as a business executive will help you think like an entrepreneur with expertise, energy, and attitude. Tune into Business Game Changers Mondays at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
Have you ever wanted to learn about the colors of your chakras? Well, now's your chance. Lynn Brown, host of Get Into It, is hosting an event Friday, November 4th from 7 to 8:30 p.m. in Mount Vernon. Every person will get a reading on the most prominent color in their aura. Join Lynn Brown November 4th at the Riverwalk Studio in Mount Vernon. To register for this event, call 360-588-4713. That's 360-588-4713.
What is a brilliant culture? And how do we create them? Why are they important? Claudette Rowley has created a breakthrough 5-step process to help you design a culture that is authentic, innovative, and successful. Learn how to create change with Cultural Brilliance Radio, the DNA of organizational excellence, and Claudette Rowley. To learn more or work with Claudette, visit ClaudetteRowley.com.
Have you been seeing numbers like 111 and 222 everywhere you go? Do you feel that the universe may be trying to get your attention, perhaps offering a message of some sort? As it turns out, numerical patterns and certain types of geometry form the very fabric of our reality, from cells under a microscope to the astronomy of our night sky. At Stellar Reflections, we offer special sessions which tap into these patterns, designed specifically to support you on your journey. The 111 and 222 activations are sessions activating new patterns in your energy field, which in turn can help you create new patterns in your life. After just one session with a practitioner, either in person or via distance, clients report gaining greater clarity, becoming more intuitive, and honoring their inner truth as they move forward in their lives. Curious about what these transformational sessions might do for you? Call 425-999-9836 or visit stellarreflections.com. That's stellarreflections.com.
Do you want to achieve your goals? Do you want to strengthen relationships with others? Do you want to improve your financial status? Colette Marie Stefan is partnering with Mark Kettenbach to bring you an energetic upgrade online experience. Unfold and develop your full potential. Visit energeticupgrade.com today for more information. That's energeticupgrade.com.
Hello, this is the Dr. Pat Show. We're back. I'm filling in for Dr. Pat. My name is Colette Marie Stefan, and I'm from the Truth is Funny radio show, also with Transformation Talk Radio. We have Karen Campbell-Benton here, and we have Janice on the line. Janice, can I just check in with you right now to see what number are you at? Has it shifted for you at all?
Yeah, I'd say about an 8.
Okay. We're feeling like more like that you're getting ready to go to a 5. So it's a perception. And Karen and I both are getting the same thing, that it's time to work on you, not on the other people in your life. So Karen, I'm going to hand this over to you.
Well, so I would go back to just reviving that age of 16. Can you get a memory or a vision in your head of what you look like, clothes that you would wear, all of that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then I want you to just bring your awareness into your heart, right, to your chest center. And can you notice any sensations that change in that area when you think about that? And they can be very subtle.
It feels like I'm going deeper.
Yeah, and that there's some opening there. This kind of a practice is going to be very powerful for you. So it's about re-engaging and rewiring the connection between your subconscious and your conscious, right? So did you know that your subconscious is processing like something like 20, sometimes I think it's like 20 million environmental stimuli per second, right?
Yeah, it's insane how fast it all is happening.
Yeah, but your conscious mind, your awareness is only taking in 40. And when you think about that, doesn't it seem kind of crazy that you can keep having the same thought even though you're being bombarded by 20 million different stimuli every second? Right? Can you get that?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yes. So there's some processing, there's some filtering that's going on that is allowing you to continue to perceive the same story regardless, despite all of these 20 million different stimuli. And so your heart center, the I am energy, right? When you say I am, where do you point to? No. Where do you point to when you say I am, Janice?
In my heart.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
So that essence of you, beautiful. You feel the power of that, even just as you think about that, the essence of you. The piece of you that's more than the roles that you play as wife, as mother, as friend, as, client right now, as, student, because you're learning right now. That essence
as teacher
you.
Also, because we're learning.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Love that. Thank you, Colette. Yeah. All of those roles are just roles that you play, but there's an essence of you. And I want to redirect you to, and Colette does as well, to, fan the flames of this essence, this heart energy, this capacity that you have to just be you and not need to show up in any way. And your husband has issues and things that are going on with him. And absolutely, yes, there are priorities and things that you can do to help change that. But the biggest gift you can give him is to feed the fan of your radiance and to build that on a deep level, to expand how much you recognize that you are enough exactly the way you are showing up right here, right now, whether he's in a wheelchair or whether he is not. Because when you're connected to your heart energy, you're connected to the timelessness and the essence of how we are all connected, and you're never alone and you're never separate. And that way, the way your world is showing up, what your husband is experiencing, what your children are experiencing, what the environment, how that is showing up, is not the vehicle to your connection to your worth. That's an inside job, your connection to your heart. And it allows you to navigate your life and expands your creative energy. Tell me how you're feeling right now, Janice.
Overwhelmed.
Yeah, I love the tears, right? Does it feel like you're releasing a lot? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Janice,
powerful.
what's going on right now too for you? Let's just strengthen this. When you were 16, if you would just search for this memory, what did you want to be when you grew up?
A teacher.
That's why I said the teacher word, right?
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I'm getting is that you have a strong desire to care for people. And so we're going to strengthen the strong desire you have to care for people to, number one, recognize that you need to care for yourself first.
Yeah, we're going to annotate that with, right? You can't give to others what you don't give to yourself. So when you find yourself waking up in a day and you really want to change what your husband is experiencing, go nurture and nourish yourself. First and foremost, for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, take a walk, start playing with what expands your heart energy, and then go back to your husband and see how you are bringing a different energy to him and how powerful that is to enact change.
See what's going on a higher or on a more general level. That's not specific to your situation is the fact that it is Thanksgiving. And when you are having a big meal and the family's getting together and you really, 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 really want to be in this place of having like a beautiful, it's coming up for you like just once having everything go perfect. Let's strengthen you to the perfection of imperfection. This one was a challenging one for me. I like things to go perfectly,
Right. Yeah, but who the hell makes up the idea of what perfect is, right?
Exactly.
Whose idea is that?
Exactly. Like, what is that? Show me a normal family. Let me know what that is.
And they have pink elephants, I'm telling you. They're in their closet.
So we're just going to strengthen you to this, to, when you think about becoming a teacher and being 16, what do you feel in your heart?
A lot of love and empowerment.
Woo!
Yes. Do you have a pen and paper around you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Write down love. Write down empowerment.
Powerful, Colette. Good job.
What else do you feel when you get in touch with that? What other words would you use to describe that, Janice?
Satisfaction.
What is satisfaction? Write that down. What else?
Experiences.
There we go. So I would suggest to you that in the coming days that you continue this list of what it feels like when you get into your heart. Because you know what that is? That is your true essence.
Mm-hmm.
That is you. What's coming from your heart, what you're feeling when you are in your heart, that is you're empowered. Your pure love is what's coming up. You are experiencing life. That's what we're here for. We're here to experience life. And if we don't judge that experience as good or bad or positive or negative, and we just allow ourselves to experience, it's a lot, and we feel rather than try to think our way through it, we are in a much more powerful position. What other words come to your mind when you think about, when you feel your heart? What's another word that comes to you?
joy.
Yay!
Yeah.
Write joy down.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Right. And so as you sink into all that, right, that's all that heart-centered. That's you are enough, right? And recognizing that you don't need to change your environment to sink into this truth. But this truth, this joy, this heart-centeredness can filter those old stories and change the way you even see your world. Laughter can bring, right? Feeling a little, it feels different, right?
Janice, where are you on the scale from 0 to 10?
I'd say 4.
Woo!
4. Wow, we're doing great here.
Including you, Janice.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The three of us.
Trifecta.
And Benny too.
Yeah, 4. There's got to be a 5th somewhere. Pat must be involved in this because she put us all on this.
Together, yeah. So you've got all these beautiful people that have your back.
Thank you so much.
Can't she listen to this anytime she wants, this recording? Won't there be a recording of this?
Oh, absolutely. This will be in the archive.
So not just Janice, but anyone in the community listening to this, because this is not just Janice alone's issue. This is our collective issue as we struggle with our worth. And we recognize the capacity we have to fan the flame of our worth just by engaging the power of our heart, just by gathering together in a community such as this on the radio and any other capacity that we're drawn to engage in this non-physical, right? It's not tangible. I'm not touching you. I'm not physically changing anything in your world, but you feel significantly different. And we all have that capacity. And in that significantly different place, our physical world starts to show up differently.
Janice, we're going to go for another short break, and we haven't had anyone else call in to interrupt this. And when this happens, I recognize that you are basically sharing what, as Karen said, so many people are going through at this time. So if you want to hang on through this next break, we'll bring you back again and we'll see if we can get you down to that 0. I can feel that if we can get you neutral here, that you'll be able to step into your power as soon as you get off the phone here.
And recognizing how you're already teaching people, right? By showing up for this experience, you are impacting the world at large.
I love it. This is Colette Marie Stefan. I'm filling in for Dr. Pat on the Dr. Pat Show with Karen Campbell-Benton. We'll be right back after this short break, and we will continue to see if we can get Janice totally neutral here so that she can actually have a wonderful day. We'll be right back.
You don't know how you met me, you don't know why you can't turn around and say goodbye. All you know is when I'm with you, I make you free and swim through your veins like a fish in the sea.
There are so many resources out there for meditation. But did you know that Atana's Heart Earth Healing Meditation is available for you for free? Yes, that's right. You can receive this free healing meditation today from Atana Badili. All you need to do is visit his website, atanamethod.com. That's ATAANA method.com. And sign up. You will receive your free meditation instantly. That's atanamethod.com.
What if your body and mind were the compasses to the secrets, mysteries, and magic of life? Glenna Rice, co-host of The Questionable Parent, is inviting you to access all that is possible. Glenna is a 10-year certified veteran access consciousness facilitator who offers an amazing variety of life-changing classes and workshops. Work with Glenna from anywhere with teleclasses and workshops all over the globe. To learn more and see Glenna's current schedule of events, classes, and workshops, visit glennarice.com.
Disease, one of the most dreaded words in our vocabulary. Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack. Did you know traditionally we have viewed disease as a degenerative process? Disease is better understood when we view it as dis-ease in the human body. Dis-ease means without ease. Health is not merely the absence of disease, it's when every part of the body works together effortlessly. relaxed and at ease. It's that relaxed state that lets energy flow in waves through and around the entire body. Every organ has an electrical charge, and when overcharged or undercharged, dis-ease occurs. And it is an effort to go through our day. We are able to determine the exact dis-ease of the body and design a specific solution to correct the nutritional imbalance. Contact us at 888-777-4232. That's 888-777-4232. And visit us at maryjanemack.com.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show, Talk Radio to Thrive By. I am so thrilled to be talking to all of you. We have got talk radio for all of us. Are you ready and willing and able to accept all of the abundance you can muster up in your life? Check us out at drpatshow.com, transformationtalkradio.com, transformationradio.fm.
The Earth is an ever-changing being. Goddess Light Shamanic Healer Bree Gibbs guides us through the ascending worlds and brings forth knowledge and truth. As a light creator, she is here to provide new information needed at this time in our evolution. Join Bree as she shares messages from guides, spirits, ascended masters, goddesses, and others. Tune in Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Pacific and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific for the Silver Gaia Show and live the authentic life.
I'm singing, follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you want to leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me.
This is Colette Marie Stefan filling in for Dr. Pat on the Dr. Pat Show. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Pat for having me host the show, and also to have me on her Lyme show last week. And on Wednesday, this coming week, we're going to continue. If for those people that were listening to the Lyme show, my guest Will Hatch and I were working on a protocol for Lyme disease, and so that will be on Wednesday morning. We're going to continue that, and I also wanted to say a big thank you to people for all the reviews for my book, The Truth is Funny, and all the great emails I'm getting back from that, and also for helping to make me a best-selling author on Amazon with the Life Sparks book. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So awesome. So great.
Yeah, it's all exciting stuff. And now I wanted to make sure that we get back to Janice here and make sure that she's in a strong place when she hangs up the phone here. And I would just like to check in with you, Janice, and see where are you at now number-wise? Has it changed at all over the break?
Yes, it has changed dramatically. I would say I'm at a 1.
Listen to your voice. Can you? Oh, your voice. It's so. Oh my goodness. You know, I want to thank you because this is a gift to the whole world. You know, you just showing up for this is so incredibly powerful, and you've inspired me on so many levels. Your courage to receive, you know, what the universe and what you are creating in your life is very, very, very
powerful.
Oh my God. Awesome. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Well,
go ahead.
I would like to thank both of you, Colette and Karen.
Oh, you're very...
a lot better. I can feel that my head is still processing a lot of the information. Yeah. But I know that will just take some time to unravel.
Karen, you had some final words that you'd like to say to Janice that you feel would really be beneficial for her.
So as a community, and this is for you, Janice, but this is for all of us, you know, I'm going to use your story just because it's a powerful one, right? And we can go down all of the things that your husband is going through. But when you wake up or you start engaging with your husband and really need what he is experiencing to change, I want you to see that as the physical sensations in your body that you're receiving. You know, sometimes it might be overwhelm, exhaustion, emotions, whatever it might be, as a light bulb. It is your higher self, your authentic self, your source self, the I am energy inviting you to redirect your life and to go within and nurture and nourish yourself. So you physically remove, your connection to your husband so that, or whatever feels strong for you, to nurture you, right? And that might be a cup of tea outside. That might be a walk. That might be listening to this recording. That might be calling into another one of, Colette's amazing radio shows that she does. That might be engaging some other capacity that you will allow yourself to arise to feed and nurture you. And then when you go back to your husband, you create this matrix of change, this change of energy that allows him to receive this awareness that he is perfect where he is, right? And when he recognizes that, he can engage his capacities. It just changes everyone and everything, right? So that no longer do we feed the victim mentality, but we feed the creative energies that we have to nurture and nourish ourselves and then engage in the world.
Beautifully said, Karen. Where are you? I just want to check in with you, Janice, one more time here. Where are you at now?
I'm at a 0. I'm so neutral to, and I
love it.
Like I'm way more grounded.
Yeah. And the capacities that you have, by just listening to those sensations in your body, honoring them, right? We're used to thinking, oh, this emotion is not good, this or that. They all have a purpose. They all have a reason if we choose. And we can utilize them as a compass to redirect. And to redirect not necessarily from a rational place, but from a knowing I am energy that says, I'm going to, maybe get a session with Colette. I'm going to go to, an energetic course that feels drawn to because I haven't felt this alive in so long. I'm going to call into that show. I'm going to just take a walk.
I'm going to draw a painting or draw a painting or paint a picture. Sorry.
Yeah.
Draw a painting doesn't make sense, does it?
Yeah. I'm going to paint my husband's wheelchair, maybe,
We're going to strengthen that for you, that you go into this creative place, and for everybody's listening. And I would suggest to you, Janice, go to your to remind yourself if you feel that you're getting triggered and you're throughout the day, anytime you feel like the energy dropping, just put your hand on your heart and feel your heartbeat. And we're just going to strengthen that. You're in the right place at the right time, traveling at the right speed. On the right planet is coming up. You didn't accidentally get to the wrong planet. You are supposed to be here. We just strengthen you to that you are love. You are joy. You are empowered. You are teaching. You are experiencing. We're just going to strengthen all that for you, that as you, if you go to your heart and you actually put your hand on it and feel your heart beating, to remind you to feel the love that you have for yourself. And so I'm just correcting that for you to be like an automatic, thing, that you're just going to do that throughout the day. You're going to do that throughout the coming days. And I would suggest to you to continue filling in that list of qualities that come from your heart to remind you, and then make it beautiful and, creative, and hang it somewhere.
Like on your bathroom mirror.
Yeah, there you go. So thank you so much for calling in, Janice.
Thank you very much.
And happy Thanksgiving.
And same to you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving.
Awesome. Well, Karen, I love working with you, Karen.
I so love working with you, Colette. It's so fun. It's so great. And I think, there's no words to say it. It's amazing the capacity we have, and I feel like it expands exponentially when I share the experience with you. And so I'm just so grateful for you always, showing up in my life and we continuing to laugh together and do all this awesome stuff.
I always think of you as my sister from another mother.
Wouldn't it be sister from another mister, I believe. Usually that's usually what we say around here.
That sounds prettier, I guess. Right.
Thank you so much, Benny. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Dr. Pat. Thank you to all the listeners. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody in Canada. And, enjoy the day. And I'll be back at 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific time on The Truth is Funny Wednesday morning. Bye for now.
Bye.
The preceding audio was via a Skype call.